Welcome to my channel, Pretty Inspired Decor. My name is Shelley, and this is a little mini tour of our spring and Easter dining room. It's actually, I think it's part 3 in the series of our Hello Spring. We are anxiously awaiting spring here in southwestern Ontario because we know what is coming, which is summer. And that's my favorite season of the year. When I decorated this dining room this year, I actually didn't want it to be over the top spring and Easter. So I decided to keep it actually quite minimalistic for me. Now I know for many of you out there, if you're a minimalist, you think this is minimalistic. But for those of you who have been watching my channel, you know that this is actually relatively pared back. I started by keeping my candlesticks on both ends of the table because, this is just how I like it. I love to have these candlesticks out, so I just left them. And I've kept everything very, very soft in my creams, in my pinks, and in my golds. And these little bunnies here, this one was a gift from my good friend Sheila, and this one I found this year at HomeSense, and I thought works perfectly together. And I just added a little bird in the front. And then I've kept my vases and my votive lights that I really like to have. I like to have my little votives lit in the evening, and just to sort of keep all of this sort of soft and pretty. And you know how much I adore these little cake stands here because because they're made out of glass, and because they're just so clear, they almost visually disappear, but yet they're still pretty. And then on my round tray, it's actually a mirrored tray, I've just added a wreath and then just put some florals into the wreath. And on top of that, of course, I have my beautiful Christina Ray teapot that you see, really you've seen this in a few seasons now. I just adore this little teapot, and so that's why, I love to use it when I'm decorating. I've added, these are actual fall flowers, but again, because they're so soft and because they are pink, they still work. And they've got a little bit of gold in them, and they just really work beautifully in this vignette. And then on the other little cake plate, I have another cup and saucer with a little, Murano glass. Isn't that just so pretty? Bunny. It's pink and gold. And then another one of the cream and pink bunnies. And then, of course, I've also added these beautiful Murano glass Easter eggs in. Over on the sideboard, you'll notice I've tried to keep that, really simple. That is not screaming spring or Easter. Yes, there is a bunny. Yes, there are florals. But other than that, that's really the only homage to spring and Easter on that particular sideboard. You'll notice I just love these, these are, I can add these to any florals, but I just love them in my dining room. When the sun shines, they just look so pretty. So I like to leave those out. I actually picked them up in an after Christmas sale this year, and I can't put them away. I just love them so much. On top of the china cabinet, you will notice that I have a eucalyptus garland. That's actually a singleton that I have just added some Pier 1 wired garland to. This garland just has some Easter eggs and some really pretty butterflies and some light blue florals. And the light blue florals in here actually match the light blue and then that sort of grayed blue that's in my china. So I thought, how perfect is that? And I've really kept this china cabinet then quite simple. I didn't want to go over the top this year on my china cabinet, keep it more clean looking. Over on the other sideboard, you'll notice that the little birds that I bought, they were actually part of Michael's Christmas collection, and I used them for Valentine's Day in my kitchen window. Now I have them sitting in front of the bunny for Easter, and look they work. I love buying decor items that I can use for more than one season. And then again, in that particular vignette, The only thing that sort of screams spring and Easter is the bunny that's perched at the back. And then of course I have those beautiful pink and gold plates that my husband bought me for Christmas. So that, that just is so pretty. It's just a soft little vignette with just a touch of spring. So thank you so much for watching this short little video on how I've decorated our dining room for spring and for Easter. You don't have to go over the top, and usually that I do go right over the top, but I thought this time I'll actually pare things back for me so that you can see that, you can do whatever you want in your home. And one of the other things I wanted to say as well is, some of you, and you all leave me such incredible comments. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate the beautiful comments that you leave me. And some of you say to me, pink isn't my thing, or, the way you decorate isn't my thing, which is absolutely wonderful. But whatever your thing is, whether you decorate in neutrals, whether you decorate in blues, or whether you decorate, in darker colors like blacks and grays, it really doesn't matter how you decorate your home, so long as you are always looking for some sort of cohesion, so that it doesn't matter what season it is, you can make your home look fresh and pretty, and and a room that you'll always be happy to walk in. That's really my goal every time I decorate a room. Is this going to be someplace that I'm going to be happy in? Is this going to be someplace where my family is going to enjoy? Is it going to be something that my husband can live with? And he can live with a lot, clearly. And he's decorated our home with a variety of shades of pinks over the year, and he's never asked why, and he's always done so happily. So until we see each other next time, please leave me a comment and a thumbs up, because you know that I like it. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing next week, but I know it'll be Hello Spring and a little bit more spring and Easter. Bye-bye.